Hi there, how you doing? Welcome to another edition of Men Are So Smart. I'm Lou Gallagher.
Corvette Ronnie.
And today we are live from a car show. It's called Cars for Kids, and we are in Roseville at the Bill McAnally Napa Auto Center.
By the way, I don't recommend giving your kids a car. I think that's just bad.
Well,
until at least they turn 12 or 13 maybe.
Okay, now that makes more sense.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
Well, my kids weren't going to be buying any cars, I can tell you that. So today we're on location, and we'll be bringing you lots of up close and personal stuff with the cars, and etc. But we're also doing our regular program format, if you will. And found this story particularly interesting. Shoplifting at a crime-hit supermarket has plummeted by 75% after police assigned a cardboard cutout named PC Boardman to the store.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, it says the figure so realistic that customers have tried to talk to it, only to walk away embarrassed after realizing it's not a real officer.
The cutout is moved about the store as part of its daily patrol. Since it was installed last October, the number of thefts has been cut by 3/4.
Superintendent Andrea Jones says the figures speak for themselves. This sends out a clear message to shoplifters that their actions will not be tolerated. I hope it reassures the law-abiding community that we are serious about reducing crime.
Like many forces, Greater Manchester Police are facing budget cuts. About 290 jobs are to go as the force seeks to save 135 million euros by 2018.
Dang. The cutout figures are part of a pilot scheme and might be brought in across the city to enabling police to concentrate resources elsewhere. There we go.
All right, so there's the story, and that leads me to just one thing. He's going to be out of a job soon.
He replaced with a piece of cardboard.
Yeah, cardboard cutout
Yeah.
of Corvette Ronnie.
Yeah.
That would be perfect. And speaking of Corvette Ronnie, can you see that over my shoulder here? Look, there's your car. It looks beautiful.
Pretty clean.
Now all we need to do is put a cardboard cutout in there.
Well, and you know, speaking of this story,
Yeah.
this happens right here in California. Of course, nobody's under more budget restraints than California peace officers, and they will park a car. We still have plenty of cars. The cars are all paid for. It's the officers. And so they'll park a police car somewhere and stick a mannequin in it. And they'll do it out on a highway, and it reduces speeding dramatically. I mean, you don't know until you pass it, obviously, that and even once you pass it, unless you really stop and take a look at it. But there have been a couple instances where the officer and the vehicle were vandalized a little bit once they realized that
There was nobody in it?
this is not a real cop. Yeah. So you got that to watch out for.
I tell you, I don't understand why it is, but people, even though the speed limit, let's say on the freeway is 65, if drivers see a CHP officer on the side of the road, either side for that matter, all of a sudden they slow down and they're like some 105-year-old granny going 35 miles an hour because there's a police officer. Really? 35?
Well, here's the frustrating part from my end of it. If I am on
It's a backup.
Futon Avenue
Futon.
and I'm trying to get somewhere, and it's not a call where we're allowed to use lights and sirens, but as soon as they see a police car behind them, they're going 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And it's both lane. It's like a rolling blockade. You cannot get around them. You can't legally turn on your lights and sirens.
And you really don't want anything to do with that person. It's just they're in your way.
Exactly. And so they're all nutted up like, oh God, what do we do with the dope? And you know, I don't want to, if I make a right, he's going to pull in behind me and they start throwing things out the windows. I don't care. I'm just trying to go straight ahead here a little bit. So yeah, it's very frustrating.
There's a little insight for you. Now, I'll take it one step further. Now, Corvette Ronnie is often referred to as Officer Ron, And Officer Ron, for a previous, say, 11 years or so, was an officer with a bomb dog. And that brings me to this story. An out-of-season Christmas elf stopped traffic and triggered an evacuation as the bomb squad responded in Maryland on Wednesday. Someone called in a suspicious package, Ron, sitting atop a trash can by a convenience store and gas station in the town. That package turned out to be an Elf on the Shelf box.
Scary. They are kind of scary, though.
Those things freak me out, man. I can't believe it. And you know what else? The people that post that crap on Facebook. You know,
don't you have anything better?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Well, you know, and I guess they didn't have these when our kids were little.
No.
So
thank goodness.
we weren't charged with that responsibility of finding a different location every night.
Right.
How long? For like 2 weeks?
Yeah.
And I've seen some X-rated things done with that Elf and Barbie, which I can't go into right now. So anyway, they call in this package, and it turns out to be an Elf on the Shelf box.
Yeah, they actually sent the robot up to take, which has a little camera on it, and he takes a peek inside of it and goes, "Oh, it's just a packing." But you know what? The bomb squad, they like to play with that robot.
I bet.
So if they get called out, I can guarantee you they're gonna pull that robot out for some reason.
Something's gonna blow up, right?
Something is gonna blow up.
Okay, good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the robot was deployed, and the box just had packing materials in it. It's not clear why the Elf on the Shelf packaging was perceived as a threat or what led to the call. Just a reminder, it's a little over 200 days until Christmas.
Woohoo!
All right, so there you go. Some interesting news from around the world that you're not going to find in any other shows. Yeah, especially when they're on location at a car show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So stay with us. We've got more. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You'll notice the links below in the description where you can reach us on our Facebook page, our email addresses, etc., etc. Okay, there's going to be links there for you. Check out our blogs. Ronnie has a great one on
Texting and driving.
Texting and driving.
Yep.
And I really enjoyed the one before it about rescuing animals.
Yes, rescue dogs in particular.
So check that out for sure. You'll find one of my most recent blogs is a great Father's Day list of things that you can get Dad that I actually use myself, or I wouldn't recommend them. And on that blog, you'll find links to those items as well. So for all of us here at Men Are So Smart, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Ta-ta.